Yo, what's up, guys? It's Morgan, man. I know it's crazy, seeing the title of the video. I don't usually make these types of videos, Usually we all in an uplifting mood, but it's crazy, bro. What's happening in New York is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I just heard what happened to Lil Kappa. Today I'm explain the tragic story behind Lil Kappa. It's crazy, man. Them ruthless.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Can I say that's why I always stay ready? Hey, yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, so who's Lil Kappa? There's a lot of talk behind these names. Lil Kappa, aka Young Pluginator 300. Through research, we've found out the sets he's in is an OG's member. 300, subset Jets and Hounds, Woo, BKS, the Blue Knife Slashes. Through his accomplice, we found these are OGs through Blanco's late song, Nikola Vucevic outro. Me and Young Nada stay repping OG set, the OGs, and 300, the Jets and Hounds, or the subset of the BKS. We get that through his name, Young Pluginator 300. As you can see that through other 300 members, such as Bori 300, who's seen in the K-Flock video. Those are the sets Young Pluginators, and that's a lot of sets to be in, especially if they clash, things can go left, In New York, they'll call that mixy, but I'm not from New York, it's just how it goes. Savretta, are you okay to talk about the situation?
Yeah, I'm good. Let me explain the situation. So basically what happened was, it was crazy. I was Blanco's spokesperson when it came to Discord.
That's a fact, that's a fact.
I'd always be typing, check what's happening. I hop on Discord one day, November 10th. I see Lil Kappa wildin'. He's wildin'. Like, what he's saying is really devastating, we gotta deal with stuff like that, the trolls, the internet trolls, He's calling his fans slaves, crazy, turning in his grave, Crazy things, you would never hear that from him. I never thought he would say that. I told that nigga Blanco, bro, you better clap back, bro. You gotta get back, nigga. You know how it goes, bro. Blanco's my nigga, so, I would just tell it to him straight up. So I told the nigga, bro, you gotta get back. This nigga Lil Kappa wildin', bro. He's talking on your name. He told me, hey, bro, he's gonna drop a song today. I was like, alright. I announced I was gonna drop a song on his behalf, and then Blanco's song was gonna drop. Then Lil Kappa was dissing again. He announced the EP that was gonna drop, but Blanco clapped back, He didn't like how they was calling these fans slaves. He didn't like that.
You will. Better pick up the phone, cause you was a slave, it will get you killed. They'll call my fan slave, don't talk about my grave, it will get you this. They look at the paddock, they look at the glitz, it's all in the wrist.
And then after that, the nigga Lil Kappa makes it this Blanco D Blanco. Nigga, we don't even know what that means, bro. Translate to white or white. I don't know what it means. I think he was dissing him or something.
Blanco the Blanco, turning in his grave. Blanco the Blanco, his fans are really slaves. Blanco the Blanco, Blanco the Blanco. Blanco the Blanco, Blanco the Blanco. Blanco the Blanco.
So it's been over a year since we heard anything from Lil Kappa. No one really knows what was really happening through that situation, Maybe he gained some insight after the passing of Blanco, the 15-year-old OG's member from Cortland, since he's an OG himself. It seems that through the year, he seems to gain a lot of traction, especially from the YG's side, the YG's member, D-Thang. In D-Thang's song, Love D-Thang, he seemed to mention Kappa, he claimed to be searching for Kappa, so he was now targeted by the YGs.
Like none of y'all niggas is factors. Now all of y'all niggas is robbers. Like now we on call and looking for the cat. If we throw up, oh, he going in the backwards.
And now we didn't get a response from Lil Kappa, so we're still not sure what's happening. No response from Lil Kappa, nothing. So it was almost 2 years since we heard anything from Lil Kappa. You know, this is around the time where the OYs and OGs did their link up, so I guess Young Savretta and Lil Kappa squashed their little beef. They decided to hop on a song. We haven't heard from Lil Kappa in 2 years. He just got on and it was really something. I'm not gonna lie.
My buck, big sus, Allah, I'm sus and know that. Yeah, right now, big sus, right now.
You know, seeing the reactions from his peers, it makes it look as if he didn't even care what he was saying on the mic. It just shows how ruthless he's come, you know. He's hunted by the YGs. He was beefing with the 15-year-old. It's just, this guy don't care at this point. This guy has nothing to lose. You know, before I started the video, I had to do a little research, you know, backstory and everybody affiliated with Lil Kappa, you know, just to get a good background, you know. Came through a very disturbing post on Reddit. Everybody always talks about the Crips, the Bloods, Latin Kings, etc. But what about the Mexicans? What gangs did they join? What hoods did they claim?
I'm hard like Henry. Cupping the whip, yo. That girl was a Bentley. Me and my niggas slide. Those niggas my ride or die. And you niggas feel like pop.
You know, Betcha nigga, aka Pluto, aka Killer B, aka Mexican Killer B. Part of the Raza Loca. Apparently they're the biggest Mexican gang. They have like 300 people at one point. After he joined that, you know, Lil Kappa started showing Pluto support. He was showing him more support towards a diss on Young Savretta. He ain't like that. He was supporting someone who was dissing him, you know, and he just clicked. He didn't like that Lil Kappa was calling Pluto's song cold.
Like that nigga dead, he cold. That nigga proud of that nigga. That nigga move touch just out of my goal. I steady stay that nigga.
After that, we ain't hear no response from Lil Kappa. It's crazy, you know, just when everybody thought he was about to make a move or something, because he's getting dissed left, right, and center. Some crazy news came out, you know. Some subliminal messages pieced together, you know. TJ Guns, Toon Hound, Ace Guns, and Spin a Lot. They dropped a song called EOS. Just to hear what Ace Guns was saying it may sound like nothing, but just listen, hear me out.
Tryna pop out, they not shit I do. No gun in your territory, why you lie? Fell in love with the clicker up when I'm laughing. He ain't gang, I don't know who got I ain't crossing the floor, I don't know you action. Invest in a gun or invest in a casket. We get busy like fuck with a cat. Don't get it confused when it comes to these rappers.
So you heard that, you know, he was claiming he would up it and laugh. And he did mention capping at the end. So you can see that subliminal message as, you know, self-snitching isn't something that's taken upon lightly in the drill scene, you know. He was ridiculed by the OYs, you know. It would make sense since Young Savretta is an OY member. They use a play on words with the laughing to compare the situations.
Pass it to me, you know Didi gon' blitz. When Kappa had died, I was laughing. Up and blowing that accurate flash. You niggas be pussy, the fuck is you gas? I smoke on the right, he got straight to the passion.
So with that being said, Lil Kappa was killed by the YGs member Ace Guns. And it was crazy because he was being targeted by the YGs since November 26, 2021. Then he was targeted by the OYs. Then targeted by DOA. He was also targeted by Mexico, you know. He just had a lot of targets on his back, you know. It's crazy to say this, you know. I'm the viewer as well, so I try to keep an open mind, but that nigga low-key had it coming, you know, with all the enemies. Something like that is bound to happen, you know. And at the time of the recording, we just saw that Mexico Muncher just dropped a new song. I guess he just heard the news.
Run up on me and let him out the Vader. You a slave, nigga, why you trainer? Run up on me and boom me a neighbor. Smoking Blanco, see you later. Kappa, Tracy, Blanco, Nader. And you black nigga like Mater, you get
Alright, to wrap that up, I just wanna say stay safe, y'all, you know. This gang life ain't no joke, you know. And like I always say, whoop day. No, outside this whoop day.
got your bitch, that's why I gave her back. It was boring and I do not be with that. Smoking on this tree, I eat with the cat. It be around me cause I don't trust a soul, yeah. Niggas switching up on they bros, yeah. Changing up for these hoes.